So let me tell you something I've learned about projects. When you guys get to be mechanics, technicians, you're going to be involved in a lot of large jobs, especially the heavy equipment guys. You know, machine rebuilds, undercarriage jobs. These are big projects. They need to be planned. They need to be organized and well executed for them to go well. So I'm going to give you a few, I don't know, pointers or things I've learned about how to take care of a project. So one of the first things you have to do is stay as organized as you can. Right now it looks nice. There's wrenches here and Allen wrenches and hammers are there and the two parts are here and everything's laid out because I took the time to do that. For me, working and picking things up and putting things down and needed over there one time and back here another time, things get all mixed up, so you can't keep it like this necessarily, but it's not a bad idea to try. Always put the wrenches back in the same place. You don't have to put them in order. Just if you always put your ratchet wrenches, and this is a good thing for projects like this. These ratchet wrenches are great, but I digress. So, you know, if you always know the wrenches are in this corner, then if you need one, you at least start here to start pick it up. So, organized is key. It looks good to your boss. It feels good to you. It's respected by your peers. Staying organized, staying neat. But probably the biggest thing you can do with any project is keep track of the hardware. So don't just take it off and scatter it. Even if you're going to replace it, sort it out. Keep it together. Put the nuts on the bolts that go together, so you don't have to look for them. You're looking for one piece next time instead of two. I could do better than this. A really good way to do this is to get small sandwich-sized baggies, the fairly heavy-duty ones, not just the cheap little crappy ones, but something sturdy. And you put all bolts from like parts in it. So in this, maybe, for this pit project, I may have put all of the A-frame bolts in one bag, or everything involved in taking the front end off maybe goes in one bag, and then everything involved with mounting the motor would go in a bag, or everything. So keep them sorted, write on them what they are, and then when you go to put it together, now you're just sorting your bags out. Right? You can figure out what order you're going to do things, put the bags in that order if you want. I know it sounds a bit cheesy maybe, but it sounds, but trust me, it makes the job go smoother, it's more fun, it's more professional. Right? Keep a job as neat as you can. But so this is the workbench I've been working on. This is my welding bench. But even going so far as to keep all the parts from this job in a container, right? So everything in this container is for this job. I don't have to go anywhere else to figure out where everything is. Now this workbench over here, this one takes a beating. This is the one that I'm not having in videos necessarily, so a lot of the tools end up there, but that's not a bad way to do it too. Have one sacrificial area where it's just chaos all the time. When you clean up your shop, you clean it up, you tidy it up. You might leave everything there. I would leave those saws there because I'm going to need them there next time anyway. So rather than pick them all up, put them back in their cabinet, just leave them there. But get rid of all the crap around it. Get all the cords untangled, and make this a kind of a catch-all. So that this area, the area you're actually working on, stays nice and neat. So another important thing is have your PPE handy. I'm not saying you have to wear it all the time, although it'd be great if I could convince myself to wear these all the time, and I should. It's a good idea. Lots of places expect it, and it's just a good idea. I just had eye surgery, and I understand the value of protecting your eyes. Have a pair of gloves handy, right? These are gloves I use for welding. I try to keep them oil-free because the oil will wick the heat in, and the gloves get a lot hotter, so you want to try to keep them dry. They're getting a little bit worn out. They've been burned a few times, so it's time to replace them. But, pair of gloves, pair of safety glasses, long sleeve shirt when I'm welding. What other safety stuff do I have going on here? That's pretty much it, Be careful when you slam on things with hammers, but you learn all this as you go. It's working with learning how to use your tools, learning how to be proficient with them, and how to look good using them is an important lesson for any technician.